Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the next week. Whoa. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good with the lag. Hi, welcome back to the next week of the War of Thorns / the Siege of Lorderon campaign. Siege of Lorderon starts now. So, champions of the Alliance. At last, the time has come for us to reclaim what is rightfully ours. Our rightful push to retake Lorderon Keep shall commence at dawn. The Horde and their war chief must answer for their crimes. King Anduin Wrynn. And it looks like we get rewards, but these rewards are way worse than the stuff that we get from just doing the dailies. They don't even look cool. Oh well. I'm here for story.
The time has come for us to claim what is rightfully ours. The final push to retake Lorderon Keep commences at dawn. The Horde and their war chief must answer for their crimes.
Why do my weapons always flip and reset every single time? Oh, because I don't have the daggers equipped. That's why. That's it. There we go. There we go. This, new transmog is going to take some getting used to. Transmog and Legion artifacts. Alright, so the quest we accepted was called... What was the quest called? No, that wasn't it. Hour of Reckoning. Yeah, this is the one. Hour of Reckoning. Okay, so we gotta go to Stormwind. You may have noticed by my parrot and daggers, or by my parrot and that was an outlaw spec, that I went to go do the secret quest for the Defias Brotherhood. You can do as an outlaw rogue. I saw it when I was looking up Wowhead, and they were like, hey, did you know there's this website that addresses all the WoW secrets so you can go get cool secret stuff? I was like, really? You don't say. And so I found out one of them is that you can get a Defias Brotherhood outfit if you're an outlaw rogue. You just have to go to the docks, find this magical parrot, equip your own particular parrot, and then this guy, the Green-winged Macaw, and then there, dismiss. And then they'll give you an option to choose a grappling hook that no one else gets the option to have. And then with that grappling hook, you find a way to a secret quest giver who tells you to go kill a bunch of Defias guys. You kill a bunch of Defias, you get a Defias Brotherhood outfit. I have mail. For stuff from the dungeon I did. Because I was in Deadmines. Alright, I'm excited. Let's go get redemption. Oh. I'm still... Oh! This is new. So we have the Stormwind Infantry, who looks super sick, by the way. Look at that. You got the new helmets. You got the tabards. You got the shields. Oh, you guys look so cool. Compare that to the old model. Here's the old model. Old model. New model.
Need help? How are you?
You guys are kind of new too, I guess. The hood's different. The rest is the same. Great to meet you too. Then the archers. We have the elves. Who's asleep? Do we have one that's awake?
Good day to you.
Engineers have not changed. Do we have any archers that are awake? Here's engineers. Here's more Stormwind Infantry. Riflemen look just like in the cinematic. Here's an archer. So you guys are survivors from the fight.
I am honored.
Neat. Wearing your purple colors represented. Alright. We're ready for war, boys. You can see him practicing. Alright, let's go check this out. Whoa. We have more ship. Look at all the ships! Oh, this is so cool. We have the Storm and Griffin Riders. This is actually in fatigue territory, so I can't stay out here for too long. But the ships are ready. We're going to war. With apparently the Northrend style of ship. Matthias Shaw. The Horde will pay for what they've done. I mean, I get all of them, but I'll take that one. King Ren has mustered our forces, Sneak and Shank. We mean to launch a full-scale assault on Lorderon. We'll drive out the Horde from the keep and reclaim it for the Alliance. It's been far too long since our flag drew in Tristfall. Ready to ship out? Captain Angelica here will see that to your transport.
Job's not done. I appreciate that you ordered in so quickly, champion.
Be careful.
You will ship out with the 3rd Fleet. Speak to Captain Angelica when you are ready to embark.
My agents have secured this area. That said, it's always prudent to keep our voices low.
Need help?
Welcome aboard. We're stocked and ready to ship out just as soon as you're ready. I'm ready to sail to Lorderon.
Farewell.
I've joined the queue. Oh, look at them all. You guys are ready for war. That'd be cool if we could actually get like a polearm stance where you just hold it on the floor like this. Kind of like how they adjusted the other stance for the Brewmaster Monk.
Well met.
King's honor, friend. Well met.
And then you have the infantry captain. Hell yes. What's amazing about this is that, like, or what's interesting about this is that this kind of video, this kind of footage has been teased for a long time, but the cinematics, just like with the War of Thorns, have never been shown. So we get to see exactly how Jaina get here. Ooh. Meet with Gen Greymane. Alright. Whoa. So you have the sea, we have the tanks, we have the suppliers. Let's get going. Lookouts. This is so cool.
Hello. You need something?
The archers are in force. They're wearing their night elf armor.
Brothers and sisters of the Alliance, hear me. The Horde's cowardly attack on Teldrissil brought war upon us and made clear what is truly at stake. Their war chief's goal was not to capture a single city, but to destroy our way of life and snuff out hope for
Yo, I recognize this map.
to secure our future. The Banshee Queen must answer for her crimes. Her dark reign ends today.
There he is. He's underneath all the mounts.
We will drive her evil from this land and raise our banners above Lorderon once more. Stand as one for the Alliance.
This is so neat.
Fall in and form ranks.
All right. So we need to defend siege towers. Whoa. Smoke bomb.
These goblins must be stopped. Focus on the shredder.
Focus on the shredder. What shredder? That shredder. We want that shredder. I don't have my poisons on. Hang on. I always forget my poisons. Alright, the shredder's down. This is crazy. Alright, so just kill as many horde as we can.
We're overrun. I can't keep them alive much longer.
We gotta help out Brother Gareth. And deal with the sapper before it becomes a problem. There we go. This is so cool. We have to protect our siege engines. We have to deal with the sappers. Alright, so we get the advantage here.
All units to the gates. Victory for the Alliance.
We gotta go to the gates. We gotta go to the gates. There's the Banshee Queen. Standing tall. Standing proud.
It's over, Sylvanas. The walls of Lorderon will soon come crashing down around you.
You have no idea what you're up against, poor king. We've only just begun.
What is this? Okay.
Anything made. Ken, follow me.
Wow, look at this thing. Do we have to protect the towers? Oh! So Anduin steals the kill at the end.
Let it rain down upon their armies.
There must be another way.
Oh, he's got the face paint on from before.
No time for sentiment, High Overlord. War demands that we take a more direct approach.
And he's firing the plague.
It's killing her own troops.
She's in full Lich King mode.
Destroy them!
Ha! Tauren skeletons. Oh, we get to see all the new models. Alright, so this is where we gotta run, right? Force me to get... Okay. Defend King Anduin and evacuate the troops.
He's raising their bodies. Must evacuate the wounded.
The blight is too dangerous, my king. We cannot afford to.
The Alliance leaves no soldier behind. This time.
Okay, it was suffering nature damage every second. Okay, so don't stand in the green stuff. Okay. Time to leave. Time to leave. Anduin, it is time to go. Oh, it's spreading. I think this is an orc. Is that a goblin? Look how tiny it is. Then we ow, 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 ow. King. It's fun watching him run. Alright, what is this? That's a Tauren. That's a orc, I think. This guy's spreading all the blight to begin with. We need to go. We need to go.
Our siege towers are lost. Our numbers are waning.
Help me. I need your guidance. I need it.
Okay, there's a lot of them. Oh, oh. Is this her? Gen's running on the ground. That's awesome.
The blight has has broken our ranks!
Our assault has been for nothing.
Nice. The horse looks so good.
What now?
Oh!
Jaina.
She froze the blight over. This is so cool! Literally!
Jaina! The wall!
They're arcane!
We end this now.
Jaina, aren't you a little too OP? Holy crap. I don't remember you ever pulling this kind of stuff before. Everything from Khadgar blowing up the dam to Jaina blowing up the world with a freaking ship
Jaina, thank the light you've come.
where she just parks.
Sorely needed in this fight.
I stand with you, and these walls won't hold for long. We should not linger here.
Sound advice. Sylvanas didn't have much time to prepare for this attack. We cannot afford
The
to
true
underestimate her.
battle.
Everyone,
Okay.
fall into position. We strike on my command.
If the Horde has Sarfang memes, the Alliance will now have Jaina memes, because holy crap.
Funnel everyone through the side of the keep all at once.
That was a little OP.
Certainly be traps.
Agreed. I'll guard the rear flank.
Let's move.
Jaina, block the exits. Don't let them call for
Alright.
reinforcements.
We need to target that there giant bird. Come here, will you? Alright, we need to deal with this first. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but like the Alliance mages have always been super OP. Khadgar, Medivh, even and Jaina, little Jaina. Very powerful characters. Oops. Alright, I guess I'll just stay here. Watch out for tornadoes. And then, ha! Whoa! Oh, I guess we're following the bird. Follow the bird. This is a very impressive shaman here. All right. Damn. First Zappy Boy, now this troll. Horde trolls, very good shamans.
Excellent work, everyone. Let's keep moving.
I'm ready.
Alright, so Jaina comes in. She blows up, or deals with that.
It is you who is outnumbered now.
That army is enormous.
Oh my god.
Give the word, and I will teleport us to safety.
If we turn
Let's get a close up.
just become prey. No. We will fight.
Then we have the captains.
We must, for what we believe in.
Your time is up, King Anduin.
The sappers look good.
For the Forsaken!
Alliance, hold your ground!
And then BOOM!
Let us even the odds, King.
I'm riding one of these.
Valyria, thank the light you've made it.
I am known for my time, Your Majesty. Magator, are you ready for battle?
Indubitably, I watch next to machines for backup. Feel free to give them a spin.
This is entertaining.
Get help me with Blightcaller and Lorderon. Valyria, take the rest of our troops and focus on routing the enemy army.
As you wish. Champions, with me.
My machines are at your command.
Oh, let's go help out this guy.
Who joins the fray? Good. I was hoping you'd keep this interesting.
I assure you, Lightcore, the pleasure is all yours.
Those traitors must be dealt with.
This is war! I figured this would attack everyone in front of me, but it looks like it's not doing much. Like it's only hitting up to 3 guys. At least I only see 3 numbers at a time. Alright, then we have to go over here, deal with these guys. Mechatork looking awesome. Okay, let's take a moment to take a look at you before the thing ends. Oh! Alright.
Bane, pull them back.
Kaboom.
No, they must not escape.
Okay.
The
So,
horde is falling back again? What is their strategy here?
That accursed blight blocks our path. Our forces can't follow her.
We can't let the war chief escape. Capturing her is the only way to win this war.
Understood. We will not let you go alone.
Mechator, can your flying machines get us past this blight?
I don't have many of them, but the ones I do are at your disposal.
in we go.
So be it. Champions, with me, Mechator. Backtrack through the keep with the rest of our forces and station them at Brill. Be ready to strike on my command.
You got it.
Alright. So we can see... I'm surprised there are no Forsaken walking around, because the Blight was made that Forsaken alone could walk through it.
This war is not yours to bear alone. There is no honor in killing you.
Your father was a man of honor, boy. You know nothing of the sort. I will never stand down. I eat, sleep, and die by the sword. What price have you paid for your people?
My father gave everything for the Alliance. The question is, are you willing to do the same for the Horde?
We gotta watch those cleaves.
Fight for the Horde!
Well, I have been feared. Ow. He gleaved me. Oh no, he gleaved me in the bad stuff. Okay, okay, okay. Get out of the plague. Get out of the plague. I was taken on by that infamous cleave. Okay.
Alliance, hold!
No. I demand an honorable death.
There's me.
My father once said that Varrock Sourfang embodied the honor of the Horde. He admired you for that. And so do I. Listen to me. There is no honor in this.
That is not for an alliance king to decide.
At this moment, it is. Take him to the stockades. When I return, we will speak of honor, and what may yet be reclaimed.
If you return.
We will. But,
Sylvanas will finally answer for her crimes. Champions, to my side.
alright, follow the big boss. That's an interesting question about what he does after he escapes the stockades. Oh. Yay, more cinematics! Oh, it looks so good. I'm so happy to see all these in-game stuff. Usually this kind of thing you only see at like the very beginning or like at the end of a long fight, but we're seeing this all over the place. There's blood on his sword.
Look at you. The boys playing soldier.
Our king just routed your army.
Muzzle your dog, your majesty.
Sylvanas Windrunner, you have led the Horde to a place without honor. Lorderon is ours. It's over.
Your father would be so proud. Is that his? You've gotten it all bloody.
Only one of us wanted this war.
You call for peace when it suits you, little lion. But you're quick enough to kill.
I should have killed you when last we met.
How rude, sister. You're a guest in my home.
Your home. You desecrate that throne with your filth. Enough!
You put the torch to Teldrissil. But I failed those who burned. I will not make that mistake again. Surrender. Or die.
You've won nothing.
Oh shit! That was so cool! The fact that I was quiet the whole time goes to show that I could not interrupt something that good. Oh, I'm ecstatic. I'm so happy right now. That was so neat. We got the cool in-game cinematics. We got to see Sylvanas just like casually sit in the chair. As soon as I saw her sit in the chair, I'm like, oh shit, no she didn't. And then she just casually walks up to Anduin and is like, yo, you've got no chance. And then she just leaves, and she blows it up! If it wasn't for Jaina there, they would have all died. Oh. And now we're here and everyone's injured. Let's talk to you. Whoa. Halfred Wormbane, the 7th Legion High Commander. So this is the guy we need to get rep with for the dwarves. I guess these guys are all the 7th Legion. I know who the 7th Legion are. The 7th Legion are the elite soldiers of Stormwind. They're the Stormwind's best troops. We first meet them hanging around during Pandaria. And then from there, they kind of like escalated in the storyline. And we got to see them in multiple places. Yeah. Let's digest what happened for a second before we move on. So we break into Lorderon. The map, we see that like through cannon fire, the whole middle of like Lorderon's area is just burned from cannon fire and spells and whatnot. And then with our war machines, we come in and we try to just keep sending in attacks. And then finally, when we finally get inside, she unleashes the plague, even though it's dishonorable. Because she's Sylvanas. She tries to get to victory. Sarfang tries to look the other way, but he understands that he's like the honor side of the Horde. So he meets us in battle. We capture him because we need him to lead the Horde in the future, or we need him for something we don't know. Then Jaina shows up on the fucking ship through the sky, turns it, launches. This feels amazing. All right. And then she just does that ending, which is so good. The battle for Lorderon. Ah, good to see you back on your feet, Sneak and Shank. Many others were not so fortunate. Halford lowers his head and whispers a prayer. King Anduin has returned to Stormwind Keep. He must plan what our next move will be. Okay, so that's the actual end. There's like nothing else here. Still. Injured soldiers aside, all that cinematic aside, it's interesting to see where the Horde will go. So let's actually see it from the Horde's perspective now. It's time to go check out the Horde. Horde. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about Saurfang and everything else? I'm dying to know. Oh, my heart. I say again, Jaina is super OP. And if she wasn't there, they totally would have been just dead. But that's kind of like the core of what makes the Alliance and the Horde very unique, right? Like, even though the Horde has mages and the Alliance have mages, and even though the Horde has shamans and the Alliance has shamans, the Horde have kind of been known for very powerful shamans, very powerful warriors, and the Alliance have been known for very powerful priests and very powerful mages. So it's neat that we get to see, like, that in-game storyline. I still think they're going to change this map, because this has changed dramatically over time. He's dead. He's gone. This is wiped off the map. Alright. Champions of the Horde, the time has come. The Alliance seek to overthrow the Undercity or lay siege to Lorderon Keep. You are to report to High Overlord Saurfang at once. Make haste, Brill has already fallen, there's no time to spare. So we need to talk in Grommash Hold. I have the option of we need to wait for loading screens. Come on. Show me the cool thing. Show me it. I want to see the weapon. Grunge Cleaver. I guess we'll look at it later. I accept.
Champions, the hour is at hand. The Alliance shall fall upon our blades as they
Hey,
detonate
transmog.
at our prized Lorderon Keep.
Very red.
Report to High Overlord Saurfang. Teach them the price of their folly. For the Horde!
There we go. Now we get to see the axe. And now we get to see the mace. Okay, again, very simple designs. Hello. The Alliance move against Undercity, seeking retribution for the burning of Teldrissil. We will not allow them to take what is ours, Death Knight. The Alliance has called its banners and marches on the Undercity. Now the war has truly begun. Our mage will send you on your way. See to our defenses and get the civilians to safety. I will join you soon. Look to our gar.
Strategy is as important as strength.
I am he that watches the Fist of Retribution. Alright, he says the same thing as before. So we have to go talk to this mage. Well met, Death Knight. My advice to you is this. As you travel the world, be wary of magic, for it will burn the untrained. Yeah! I mean, you're a mage trainer, but also we're about to find that out when we have to deal with freaking Sylvanas. I'm hyped. This is neat. I've never once seen Sylvanas sit in this chair. I don't think she does it ever. Can I be war chief? Can Saurfang be war chief? Saurfang won't be war chief. He'll never be war chief. He's like, no, not doing that. I'm too awesome to sit in the chair forever. Alright.
Is no longer safe for civilians. The war rages above, and dozens of spies have infiltrated our walls. We have herded the cowards to the Mage District and have secured the rest of the city.
Interesting how he calls all the mages cowards. That's supposed to orc anyone who isn't a warrior is a coward. Secure the Mage District. What am I doing? Please. I'm fighting for Sylvanas. Of course I'm going to have this set up. We're doing this as unholy. Alright, so we have SI-7 spies, which I wish I could take closer looks at. So we have to go kill all the SI-7 spies, I guess. Which I wish I could get a close-up of by themselves. They're the spies. I'll be honest, I have not played Unholy in quite a while. Alright. Very simple designs, but what can you do? I guess this is where I have to send him out as a big guy. And then I'll throw down my AoE. Alright. Follow Sarfang to the heart of the city.
More spies! We have them cornered! We've been compromised!
I got the intel. We just gotta make it out of here with it.
Plan B it is then.
Whoa. Alright, I can't... There's so many things happening, I can barely see where I'm standing. Alright, so they escaped. Interesting how there's some goblins who I guess are still on their side, but it kind of makes sense since they're SI-7 people. There's always bound to be a traitor somewhere, right?
The tunnels have been secured. Open the gates! They sprang from the shadows. They're everywhere.
Yeah, there are a lot of rogues in the SI-7. I don't think the Horde have an SI-7 equivalent. Or if they do, I certainly don't remember them. I guess Nathanos would be the closest thing. Alright.
I don't have a target.
Is that all of them? Let's keep following Sarfang.
I need to target something.
Alright. There's so many people here. Give me lots of undead. Tell these guys to evacuate. Hey, the NPC's under attack. Get to the mage portal.
Time to waste. Open a portal to the keep, and we will report to the war chief.
Alright, so I guess I have to go back down. Follow Sarfang to battle. So this is a portal to the keep. Oh, it's here. Bane, how you doing?
Is the Undercity evacuated?
Yes, war chief.
Then it's time to finish this once and for all. Sarfang, rally your troops. I will prepare the Azerite machine.
Champions, your war chief commands you. It is time to take arms against the Alliance. Their numbers are strong, But we are stronger. We are the Horde. We crush those who would bring us harm.
Where's Lorthamar? Whoa, look at these guys. So you have the Deathwing axe. You have sticks, because you're druids, I guess, or shamans, or whatever. Oh, we gotta speed up. Alright, follow them now. Oh, wow. So this is the same idea, but for the Horde. Wow. There are a lot of people here. Sheesh. Lots of undead. Defend the Azerite war machine.
Over, Sylvanas! The walls of Lorderon will soon come crashing down around you!
Do we have an Azerite war machine? Alright, so this is where we summon the giant machine. There it is! That's ours.
Anything made can be broken. Get, follow me!
Do we attack them? They destroy the machine. Oh, I see. We stop them from bringing their siege tanks out. Okay.
We can deal with them later. Blast the siege towers.
Siege towers? So we want to attack the siege towers? These things? I guess I'm not attacking the siege towers. Are we fine? I honestly don't know what I'm doing. I'm just attacking anything that's red. Defeat the waves of attackers. Which I guess is the right thing to do. Alright, the Knight Captain's down. Master Shapeshifter. Now we have more elves to deal with. And then... oh, here she is. She's the tree lady. Alright, and then we have this guy to deal with. I am on fire. Oh, interesting. Are these Draenei siege weapons? They are! This is so cool. We get so many models of, new models for the old races and their stuff. Because in the past, Alliance weaponry was just like human stuff. And Horde weaponry was just orc stuff. Occasionally you get a dwarven and undead thing, but that was it. Come here. I need to use you as fuel for undead. Alright. So now we get to see... alright, so it's the same cinematic, but I guess we have a different objective. We're trying not to get killed by the plague that's being tossed over our heads.
Prepare the blight. Let it rain down upon their army.
There must be another way, Lord Chief.
This is no time for sentiment, High Overlord. War
Huh. I remember in the forums and like the PTR, they were talking about how she talks about how that argument is supposed to last a little bit longer. She says something like the war chief or Saurfang continues to complain about like the immorality of this, and she says, "I'm willing to do anything." You say that only because you don't understand what it's like to actually die. I have experienced it firsthand. In my mind, the Horde is something worth saving.
Get your gas masks here! And if you're feeling sassy, you can grab one of these backpacks and get to work!
Just a gas mask for me, please. I'm gonna do the honorable way. Ha! Can we keep these? I would love that as transmog.
On the battlefield. There is no honor in this victory if we abandon our own.
Slay them all, champions. Mark my words. King Anduin and his army did not come here for their amusement. They mean to destroy us. Show them no mercy.
All right.
They will show you none in return.
Maintain your honor, heroes. Lorderon.
Interesting. They have an argument. Yeah, anyway, she makes a complaint that I understand what death is like. For me, the Horde is something worth saving no matter what. If you really want death so much, I could raise you as your son was raised. And then you could see for yourself what it's like. And that was kind of a like really deep argument for the two of them. Which we don't see in-game, I guess. Alright. So we're pushing people back. We're saving people. Well, he died. Because he died, he gets raised as undead. This mask is so cool. Oop. Again running in all fours. Love it.
The blight has broken our ranks.
Our assault has been for nothing.
Do we get to see the Horde side of this? Or is it the same cinematic? Either way, it's a great cinematic.
What now?
See, my mage is a leader of the Order Hall. Why can't my mage do that? I want to lift ships. And cause, like, explosions of ice. Whatever.
China! The wall!
Cannons are... Oh, interesting. The cannons are actually formed. They aren't actually there. They're spectral. I didn't notice that before.
We end this now.
Alright. So it looks exactly the same for the Alliance, which makes sense, I guess. But now we get to see...
Everyone, move! Cut them off with the reserves. Do not!
One of us didn't make it.
Saurfang.
One of us did not quite make it through.
Leave it to me, Dark Lady. I will lead the reserves in the assault. The Alliance will go no further. I swear it.
Meet with Lorderon. Quickly. Do not fail me, Nathanos.
I obey, my queen.
Alright.
Heroes.
So we have to cut them off. I don't know where Sylvanas is going. And we know where Saurfang went. He's buying us time.
Bane, gather the catapults and every apothecary you can find. Send them to the keep at once.
Yes, Black Collar. But where is Saurfang?
There is no time. We have the precious moments before we lose our terrain advantage. The choke point we create will funnel them through the side of the keep and thin their ranks. With us out in the open, we will outnumber them 10 to 1.
Understood. I will meet you as soon as I can.
No, Lorthamar and I will handle the interlopers. I can't risk leaving the war chief unguarded. You are not to leave her side.
How long are you expecting to hold them off? What is the war chief's strategy?
It is better if she tells you herself. Now go! Champions with me!
Oh, he has a big old plague hound.
Your war chief commands it.
Alright, I'm following, boss. I'm following. Lead the way. You're very fiery. Here's Lorthamar.
Lorthamar, command our rangers from the flank. Position them on the rooftop.
I can't actually talk to him.
With pleasure, Blight Corner.
Strange how those two get along, I guess.
Light throwers, you are our front line. You will create a swath of light between us and the enemy. The alliance approaches.
And then we have the Dark Rangers. This is so cool. Since I'm fighting with the Horde, where is the bat?
It is you who is outnumbered now.
That army is enormous. Give the word, and I will teleport us to safety.
If we turn tail now, we just become prey. No. We will fight. And die if we must.
Where the heck is the Griffin?
Your
Or the
time is up,
Blat?
King Anduin. Victory for the Pacific!
There it is.
Alliance, hold your ground!
Let us even the odds, King Ray.
Illyria, thank the light you've made it.
I am known for my timing, Your Majesty. Makatork, are you ready for battle?
Can I stand in this and it won't hurt me? Oh, it will hurt me.
I brought some extra machines for backup. Feel free to give them a spin.
Jaina, get help
Can I kill him?
and Lord
Oh, I'm on it.
Illyria. Take the rest of our troops and focus on routing the enemy army.
As you wish. Champions, with me.
My machines are at your command.
Look who joins the fray.
Void shift cannot be targeted.
I was hoping you'd keep this interesting.
I assure you, Blight. The pleasure is all.
Those traitors must be dealt with.
I'm fighting High Tinker, and I'm trying to kill him. I don't think it's possible. Interestingly, I can stand in Anduin's thing and it protects me from our own blight.
There are several safe foes. Remain steadfast.
Okay, I guess he's getting healed as quick as he's getting hurt, so I guess I'll just move on to something a little more manageable than those guys. Alright, Sylvanas has called for the retreat.
Bane, pull them back.
Fires the arrow, which blocks off our path. This is the part where they fight Sarfang, so I wonder what we're going to see.
No, they must not escape.
Alright, we're on our way.
Everyone, follow Nathanos to the courtyard. I will block the Alliance from behind.
You got it, boss.
Moving.
Oh, jeez. Banshee Queen, where are you, by the way? Can I see where she is? target Sylvanas. Nope.
We're almost there. Make haste, heroes.
Yo. Here he is.
So good of you to finally show up, High Overlord.
I had to see it for myself. Was this your plan all along? Is this how you meant to achieve victory? This honorless travesty?
Honor means nothing to a corpse, Sarfang.
Oh, this is the line.
You have the luxury of underestimating death. But it is something with which I am intimately familiar. Maybe you don't care if your people die so long as it's honorable, but to me, this fall is worth saving.
There they are.
Anyone who disagrees does not deserve to stand among us. So die your warrior's death, High Overlord Sarfang. It means little to me. Perhaps I will raise your broken body to serve me once more. Or perhaps you will have a chance to say hello to your son. Champions, with me, you are invited to bear witness to the grand finale.
All right, so Sarfang stays behind. And we get this awesome scene again. Oh! No, it's different.
You abandoned Sauerfang to die out there!
It is the death he wanted. If that troubles you, you're free to join him. Or you can tend to the living. The choice is yours.
For the Horde.
You know what must be done. Go, my champion.
Interesting.
Look at you. The boys playing soldier.
Our king just routed your army!
Muzzle your dog, your majesty.
Sylvanas Windrunner, you have led the Horde to a place without honor. Lorderon is ours. It's over.
Your father would be so proud. Is that his? You've gotten it all bloody.
Only one of us wanted this war.
I mean, to his credit, Varian got it even more bloody, so...
Lion, but you're quick enough to kill.
I should have killed you when last we met.
How rude, sister. You're a guest in my home.
Your home? You desecrate that throne with your filth! Enough!
You put the torch to Teldrissil. But I failed those who burned. I will not make that mistake again. Surrender. Or die.
You've won nothing.
To their credit, Sylvanas is one of the greatest strategists in all of Warcraft. She gave Arthas a really hard time. She gave, like, every enemy she ever came across a really hard time. If it wasn't for the fact that the Horde constantly kept her authority on her before she became War Chief, she would have just decimated a large part of the world. It's interesting to see how Bane and the others finally react to Sylvanas, because we knew they wouldn't be cool with it when they started, but Sylvanas' reaction wasn't one of like, hey, I'm going to be in trouble if Saurfang isn't around because I need him to keep the Horde thinking that they're honorable. She's just giving a different argument that isn't necessarily wrong in and of itself, it's just morally incorrect. Honorless, but you'll survive. This is a fight for survival. Survival is all that Sylvanas has ever been a part of. She's always been one for, like, trying to survive in this world to avoid her inevitable hell that is waiting for her in death. And even when she was a Ranger General, she was big on survival, even when she was alive. Oh, they're taking me home on a bat. Okay. So this is kind of like her ideals for the Horde don't necessarily contradict with what the Horde's about. It's just that it's not the honorable way that the Tauren and the Orcs know. And the Orcs, like, they're always big about honor, and because the first few war chiefs were Orcs, a lot of their alliances were built on that honor. Like, the Tauren were impressed by the Orcs' honor, which is why they joined forces. The Trolls were impressed by the Orcs' honor, and they're willing to accept others, which is why they joined forces. The Forsaken, they joined because they were willing to accept others, but they don't see things quite the same way as the honorable Orcs do. They never have. And so, seeing it go in Sylvanas' direction, where it's just a different type of Horde, is kind of interesting. It's not necessarily a good thing. I'm not defending her, because she is doing, like, very amoral stuff, but at the same time, this isn't necessarily against what the Horde's about either. Because the Horde is about surviving in a world where they're outcasts everywhere and making a home for themselves. That's, like, permanent. But in Sylvanas' case, it's like, no matter the sacrifice, the war has only begun. Sweet. That was really cool. Okay. Let's take a look around. Saurfang's gone. We have Forsaken refugees now. We have... That's a player. We have wounded Horde soldiers who are wearing the Horde armor. Can we talk to anyone? Like, is anyone other than the Thanos here? The Dark Lady has an important job for you, Death Knight. I hope you're ready. No, she says what's normal. I just wonder if maybe the leaders say new stuff. Also, I should bring up the fact that we are missing somebody. We are missing somebody. We found the 7th Legion at the beginning, yeah? It was the 7th Legion that we talked to. So I wonder if Thanos is the leader of the other group that you're supposed to have for the other expansion groups. Because he's just known as the champion of the Banshee Queen. And these guys are just Horde soldiers. So, what are they called again? These guys, appearances, sets, they're not called the Dread Gladiators. What are they called? Do we have... No, we don't have the next expansion part yet. Well, we'll take a look. Anyway, the next group, the other group that you get for the, they're not trolls. What are they? They're the orcs, the Magar orcs. I didn't see those guys show up yet, so I wonder if that's a different force entirely. A force that shows up later. We have to get exalted with... Yeah, the honor bound. Interesting. Sylvanas is still at her place. Does this mean Saurfang's no longer inside the keep? Is he gone? Because obviously the Banshee Queen doesn't hang out at Undercity anymore. Undercity's kind of been obliterated. Yeah, it's grayed out. Whoops. Come on, map. Yeah, it's pretty much grayed out. Hey, Queenie, you around? You are. Oh, you're here.
State your business.
Too many of our Navy ships were destroyed by either the Legion or the Alliance. We have our dockmasters working overnight, but we need more. Okay, so she doesn't say anything new either. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this episode. We have seen the battle for Lorderon. I don't know if they're doing a week 2 of this. I don't think there are. I think that's the very last fight before the expansion comes out. But it was interesting. I didn't expect Sylvanas to show up in the middle of them and be like, hey, I'm a trap because I'm unarmed. You can totally come near me, and then blow up the place. We got to see the reason why Saurfang didn't stay at the end, because he went back to go see if Sylvanas did do something dishonorable, and she did. And we got to see if... we got to see if... are you calling me Garrosh? Are you saying Garrosh is here, or am I sitting in the chair? Garrosh not around? I think you're just bugging out, dude. And we got to see... we got to see Jaina's epic introduction. She just shows up in a flying ship and throws cans and turns everything into ice. It was so cool. I'm excited. This has me set up for Battle for Azeroth, if nothing else. All right, so once again, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you all in the next episode when I play Battle for Azeroth, or the next week of this, whatever comes out first. Okay? Bye. Oh, this is cool.